Hello everyone, I am joined by Jordan Westmorland, who I haven't seen in a long time, so it's good to see you. You're looking great, by the way. I love the flamingos.
I love this shirt. It's not an accident. I've been to Barcelona 3 years and I've made day 3 and I haven't cashed. So we found this cafe where things have been going really well. We have breakfast there before, and at this spot there's actually a wallpaper of flamingo. So I thought,
I need to go there.
I've got a flamingo shirt. You got to keep, very superstitious. So
it's all happening right now. We've
yes.
got the flamingo shirt, we've got the breakfast.
And we got the cash. First time in Brickalona history.
I mean, Brickalona deuces.
Yes.
Welcome to soon-to-be final table time. Well, I do want to talk to you a little bit about the bubble, of course, but before that, we talked earlier, a couple days ago. You were on the exodus from poker from the U.S. You were in Australia, you were in Thailand, Australia again. Now you're in Bali.
Yes.
So just briefly for those, Australians, I think you're obviously not Australian, but for you're like pseudo Australian.
Honorable Australian,
exactly.
Yes.
So for those who are kind of experiencing right now what we have been dealing with in the U.S. forever, like what are some things that you would recommend to players? Hey, this is how you can keep living this dream.
Blessing in disguise when these things happen. It makes you take your job more seriously. So people that were on the fence before, if they commit to traveling and stuff, now you're effectively all in. You know what I mean? So it can actually be a good thing. So Black Friday happening was one of the best things that ever happened to me. So.
See, sometimes you can't, and you got to be careful what you wish for, because sometimes, the worst and the best to get all mixed up. Well, we just fortunately came out of a super long bubble period.
So brutal.
Yeah, and I wanted you to talk to me a little bit about you were in a crazy spot, and just talk us through the whole hand. Bring me in from the very beginning and just tell me a little bit about why you're making these decisions.
Okay, so we're 2 off the money at this point, and I'm one of the bigger stacks at the table. So I'm able to have some plays in my arsenal, aka really firing in some bets. Competent player opens, I want to say gun 2, and then a guy that I don't know to my right flats him, and I look down at king queen off. I think this is a really good hand to squeeze it up, put a lot of pressure on them 2 off the money. The original raiser folds, he flats. Now he starts the hand with 30 bigs effective. I think that's kind of important, because when he doesn't ship it all in, I know that he doesn't have the top of his range. Unless he's hooding with aces, he wouldn't do that with kings. So it comes ace 5-6, rainbow. I bet quarter pot, and he calls. Turn is an ace. He checks. I check back. And then
and what are you then on the turn when you check back? What are you thinking? What are you representing? Where are you putting him?
I'm checking to look as like it's a trap, basically. And then river's a blank, he checks, and I put him in for his tournament life. I think that, this is a high variance spot because he can have an ace a lot of the time, but I think that people on bubbles are overfolding. So
especially with 30 bigs, so he doesn't want to.
Right, exactly. So I put him in, and he thought about it for a little bit and then called with ace queen. Some people might fold that, but
he had ace queen and he tanked?
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
That's why I do this stuff.
Wow. Okay, that's super interesting. So it was an unfortunate spot, but you still have plenty of chips to play with.
Yeah, I have 250K, so I'll have like 45, 50 bigs, plenty of chips.
No problem. We can splash it around, and that's what you have to do, right? On the bubble, you kind of have to be putting the pressure on.
Yeah, well, like when you are a bigger stack,
right.
If you're shorter, you want to just be hanging out and not doing anything.
Yeah, or ace queen, and then you put yourself in these tough spots. Well, I appreciate you. It's so good when we see you on the tour, and he says Bali's amazing. So just in case you guys are not too many people, but if a few people just want to show up and enjoy the Bali life.
Absolutely.
That's the way to go. Thank you so much, Jordan Westmorland. Flamingo Life, #Flamingo Life. I'm Sarah Herring. You're on PokerNews.com.